right. Do you know the most destructive homes, this is according to secular and spiritual studies, the most destructive homes is when there was a dominant parent in the home, whether it's dominant male or dominant female, doesn't matter. God never, domination is never right. Let me give you a word for leadership. Not domination, initiation. That's all leadership is. It is initiation. It's simply initiating. That's the way God does with us. God initiates. You'll be driving down the road, you'll be in worship, you'll be in your quiet time, God speaks something to you. He's initiating leadership. Now think about this. We are supposed to lead our wives the way Christ leads the church. Okay, can you imagine, guys, if you went to the Lord for leadership and he led you the way you lead her? If he was dominating and he put you down and he made fun of you and he criticized you and he was always critical and complaining, would you want a leader like that? Or what if he was an absent leader? What if you went to him and said, God, what do you think about this? And he said, I don't know. Lord, should I take this job transfer? Beats me. Lord, how should I raise my children through this time of their lives? I don't know. You talk about children problems. I got children's problems. That's not God. No, God gives us leadership. That's all a woman wants. She wants us to take leadership in the home. Not domination, but leadership. God designed it that way. And this is all under point 2, leadership, but I'll give you 3 ways that every woman wants to be led. Number 1, spiritual matters. She wants the husband to take the lead in spiritual matters. I can't tell you how many times I've heard women say, if I didn't lead to go to church and life group, he wouldn't go. If I don't say something about it, we're not going. She just wants you to step up and lead. Here's another way you can lead in spiritual matters. Pray. Lead prayer in the home. I used to not pray with Debbie. I hate to admit that, but I didn't pray. You want to know why? I was embarrassed. And I knew I couldn't pray as well as she could. She seemed to have this connection with God. I can get up and speak, but when it came to prayer, it was very personal and private with me, and I fumbled over my words, and she was just great at prayer because she did it a lot. So I didn't want to pray with her because she was an expert at it. But I'm telling you, one of the best things we've ever done is pray together. Here's the second area that a woman wants leadership, the children. She wants leadership when it comes to the children. She wants you to take the initiative when it comes to the children's schooling, children's activities, what they should be involved in, what they should not be involved in, their friends, their relationships, discipline. Let me tell you, if the woman is the leader in discipline, it's not good for the children. Not that she shouldn't discipline, but the man should always be the leader in the area of discipline. And here's the third area she wants to take leadership in, romance. She does not want to have to remind you of her birthday. By the way, romance is meeting a need before it's spoken. That's how simple it is. There's a lot of things that are simple we think complicated. Romance is meeting a need before it's spoken. When Debbie and I go somewhere and she says, you see that end table there? I like that end table. Here's what I do. I say, And the next morning, that end table shows up on our porch with a bow on it. That's a good night in the Morris house. That's romantic to her. All she's got to do is just say, I might like that. Now, let me say something here, okay? In order to be romantic, guys, you have to be a good money manager. Now, listen to me very carefully. Now I'm going to talk to the ladies for a moment. You need to sit down together, men and women, and you need to come up with a budget. And the budget should make the financial decisions in your home, not you. Let me tell you what's good about that, because financial decisions are not emotional decisions. When you make them emotional decisions, you're in trouble. Financial decisions are math decisions. If you can afford this house, I've even had people say, you think we should buy this house or not? Okay, hold on a minute. Can you afford that house? Can you afford that car? I mean, it's real simple. You don't even need to pray about it if it's not in your budget. So you just put it in your budget. And I shared this a long time ago. Guys, this will help you. But I shared this a long time ago, and so some of you have heard it. Some of you have even read it in a book or heard it on a CD. But if you haven't heard it, or if you have, you need to hear it again. Let me just tell you what to do. Guys, I'm going to give you a little secret here, okay? This is the way, happy wife, this is how you do it. You have a budget, and you live on that budget. And when she comes to you, and she starts batting those eyes, saying, can we have new furniture? You know, Jim and Mary bought new furniture. Can we have new furniture? Here's what you say, guys. This will help you. Here's what you say. You say, of course. I would love to buy you new furniture. But let's see what Mr. Budget says. Oh, Mr. Budget say no. Oh, I'm so sorry. I would buy you new furniture, Mr. Budget. He say no. Here, come let Daddy hold you. Come here. See, you're the good guy. Mr. Budget's a bad guy. When I preached that years ago, I've had so many ladies over the years tell me, I hate Mr. Budget. They want us to lead. And here's the third area, security. This, by the way, is the number one need of a woman. It's her number one need, is security. When you're talking with a woman, listen to me very carefully. When you're talking with your wife, if you talk in insecure terms, she can't hear you. You have to hear this. She can't hear you. If you say anything that will make her feel insecure in your relationship, she can't. All of a sudden, she's totally blocked off. She can't hear. Next week, I'm going to talk about a man's number one need, and that if you talk to him in a dishonoring way, he can't hear you. He can't hear you. He literally, his ears stop up, and his eyes glaze over. Same thing with a woman. Men, it's always in a secure fashion. I'm going to take care of you. I'll be there. When you wake up in the morning, I'll be here. I'm going to lay my life down for you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to take care of you. And we talked a little about the financial. Debbie and I got married 30 years ago. I was 18 years old, by the way, when we got married. In 30 years, we've never missed a payment. Not one. I've never even been late. I remember every time we've gone to get a mortgage on a home, they call your credit report up, and it has 3 columns over here, 30, 60, and 90. Every time you were 30 days late, how many times you were 60 days late or 90 days late. And every time we've ever had a report, there's zeros in all those columns. I've never been 30 days late on a payment. You